What's happening, beautiful people, and welcome back to another live stream right here on Cassius Morris Official. Quite a stream today. We have the brand new story of Rampage Jackson, of course, UFC legend Rampage Jackson's son, pleading not guilty to a vicious assault on a pro wrestler, which all went down during a live broadcast. Today we're going to take a look at Raja's plea and what exactly they're trying to give him for this crime. And we're also going to retrace the entire story, which all went down on live stream. This was 100% live from beginning, middle to end. We're going to watch all the video to get up to date with what actually happened. And we're also going to take a look at Rampage Jackson's reaction to his son going down such a terrible path. Really quick, if you guys are enjoying these live streams, make sure to smash that like button, and of course down below click the join button to become a member of Cassius Morris Official. You guys will get early access to all the stream topics, access to ask guest questions who are going to be coming on the channel, and an entire catalog of members only videos. So hit the join button and become a member down below. So a quick recap of what happened with Raja for anybody who's not familiar with the story. So kick streamer Rampage Jackson, of course, the son of UFC legend Rampage Jackson, has pleaded not guilty to assaulting a pro wrestler. On August 23rd, 2025, Jackson barged into the ring at the Knox Pro Wrestling Academy while live streaming on Kick and repeatedly punched the wrestler Psycho Stu, whose real name is Stuart Smith. The incident followed an earlier encounter where Stu thought Jackson's involvement was part of the act and pretended to hit the streamer with a beer. Although they briefly made amends, promoters reportedly tried to turn the tensions into a storyline, but then Jackson returned to the ring and the punches were very real. Now, I don't know if you guys have all seen this video of what Rampage's son actually did to this wrestler, but guys, if you haven't seen the video, I don't even know if I should play it or if I really even can play it, but I'm not sure if you want to see what this guy did to this wrestler. He basically went in the ring, snuck up behind him, and picked him up in the air like you can see here. So this guy got picked up without even expecting it and then was thrown to the ground, basically knocked unconscious on impact, and then beaten to a bloody pulp, all in front of a audience of shocked onlookers. Prosecutors want Rampage Jackson in jail for 7 years. That is the report that we're getting officially. But Raja is now pleading not guilty to the charges and will be back in court for a preliminary hearing on November 24th. So this is quite a big story here. So we're going to take a look from the beginning, guys. This is from the beginning. Like I said, this all happened on live stream. And I'm going to give my reaction to what his son did. I'm going to give my reaction to, how badly this guy was hurt in the ring. But I want to do so in context. And we're going to take a look at it right here, right now. So let's play the first part. This is the son of Rampage Jackson, the full story of his assault on Psycho Stu. That was such a good lead-in, too. It was supposed to nicely play the video, no freezing. We were set up perfectly for the win.
This is Rampage Jackson, son of legendary fighter Quentin Rampage Jackson, and if you haven't seen the video yet, he got into some pretty bad shit last night. So to give some backstory to this whole thing, Raja was invited by his friend AJ Mana, someone who's wrestling on the card that night for Knox Wrestling. Raja even states later that he does not care about wrestling, that he's only here to support his friend AJ.
Yeah, AJ's Mana's on the fight card. That's the only reason why I'm here.
AJ takes Raja to the back to meet the wrestlers that he's familiar with, the ones that he actually knows.
As Presidente, I fucking hate you. I hate this dude. Worse.
And that's when Psycho Stu decides to come up behind Raja, stick his belly out, hands at the hips to get some camera time. Raja, unfazed, not caring, just decides to keep talking to the dudes until Psycho Stu decides to take matters into his own hands.
Where's the real McKill at? Where's he at?
You don't need to worry about him. You need to be worried about Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu?
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little...
Oh, you don't...
Okay, so that was the incident, guys, that made Rampage's son mad at this guy, Psycho Stu. So apparently Psycho Stu thinking that it was actually part of an act. Like this was a premeditated thing that the promoters wanted. We have Rampage Jackson's son here. Let's kind of make him part of the whole mystique of the wrestling. Again, pro wrestling a little bit different than UFC, which Rampage's son has obviously been raised in, where they have the theatrics. They have a storyline basically for wrestling at all times. That seems to be what they were trying to do here with this guy going up and hitting the beer can on his head and the wrestling style dialogue. Like, you don't got to worry about him. You got to worry about me.
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little.
So the one guy, obviously Psycho Stu, who hit him on the head, was in on this. Everybody else thought this was part of a plan, but Rampage's son obviously did not get the memo.
This is where things start to go south. Unfortunately, the dude was probably pretty drunk already, didn't know what was going on, and saw the camera and Raja and thought that this was some sort of skit or that Raja was another pro wrestler recording something for the promotion. Worst part about it being that this guy took one of these prop cans to Raja's head, not knowing that Raja was already recovering from a concussion that he got in light sparring from a spinning kick.
Okay, so that adds a whole different level of context then. Okay, that makes sense. So he got hit in the head not knowing, Psycho Stu not knowing that this guy had a concussion. So you're hitting a guy in the head who had a brain injury. I've known people who've had concussions, and I've been around people with head injuries, guys. For anybody who's not aware, a concussion can really fuck you up. Like, a concussion is no joke. Even somebody rubbing you on the head lightly can kind of mess you up with a concussion. So that adds another layer to the story here that this guy would be pissed.
Just a couple days ago.
No, I didn't go with my pops. How does my head feel? I'm still fucked up. I'm not even gonna lie. It's part of the reason why I didn't stream earlier. I was supposed to stream going to fucking paintballing with AJ, but my head was fucked up. I was throwing up and shit. My dad is. Yeah.
You shouldn't even be out doing anything. If you're throwing up from a concussion, you should probably be in the hospital. Just a PSA for people who don't know. You should not be out streaming or really doing anything. If you're that fucked up from a head injury, that's when it crosses from like a concussion to a brain injury. So this is serious shit. Shouldn't even be wrestling, by the way. And this could likely also be part of the decision making. If you're making bad choices when you have that much of a head injury, the two kind of go hand in hand.
I'm fucked up right now, guys. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I know I need a fucking rest, but yeah, so I'm gonna take a break from it for a while, but you know, my coach, my lifting coach and shit, one of my teammates, Andre, who was on the stream the last time, is having a pro wrestling show, and I told him I will come and support, and then I wanted to bring you guys with me, you know what I'm saying? Get an MRI. I'm gonna go definitely get checked out on Monday though. Yeah, I was throwing up and shit. My head still feels like funny. I'm not even gonna cap.
You can then hear Stu ask Raj if he's gonna sell it when he has to get reminded wrestlers that he is not one of them and is not one of the workers.
He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
So this seems like an error on the part of the promoters, though. Like, if you're setting up a bit with the wrestlers, why are you only telling one guy that there's a bit going on and not telling the other guy? Like, if you're really trying to make a bit for the air, it's going to get more promotion. We got Rampage's son. We want to have him in a pre-coordinated beef behind the scenes. You would think you'd want to tell Rampage's son. And also, you don't know what the condition of the person is before you put hands on them. They should have checked with him if he was okay with being touched. They didn't know this guy had a concussion. This has bad news written all over it. So I would say between this little situation backstage and the fact that Raja was able to get into the ring to beat this guy, This just screams bad management and bad event organization all around. So I'm starting to think it's actually the organizers who are as much to blame, or at least somewhat to blame, for this scenario.
No, I will fuck him
we're
up,
good.
bro.
I know you will.
No.
We're good. We're good.
I will
Sorry
fuck
about
him
that.
up, bro.
I know you will.
I don't play that shit.
Sorry about that.
After telling Raja that he didn't know who he was, Stu then gets reprimanded by AJ. AJ gets pretty upset and lets him know that he's just a worker and that he needs to not be on all the time.
I'm good. Apologize for that, man. Fix that. You hear me?
Yeah.
Tracy. Saludigo. Good, dude.
Nah, fuck that, dude.
No, so Stu, poquito, cámara el pieza.
Then the Samoan aunt
don't
tells us
know,
that Stu does this all the time and constantly mistakes stuff for being a part of the storyline.
Sorry about that, dude. He always thinks that we're working.
Not the brightest bulbs in the box here in the wrestling ring. And it kind of makes sense. I don't exactly expect the guys, at a low caliber wrestling show to exactly have PhDs here. But at the same time, there's a level of common sense that needs to be had. Because he could have got knocked the fuck out backstage, let alone in the ring. I'm surprised Rampage's son didn't just knock him out right there. I mean, if a guy does this shit to me, unprovoked.
What the fuck was that?
Let's take a look at it again. Picks up a beer. I mean, if you do get knocked out for doing that, I don't really feel that bad. It kind of makes sense, right?
Rampage. That's how we.
No, bro.
Go ahead, Stu. This is all.
After getting rejected twice, Stu realizes that Raja was having no parts of his apology until somebody suggests that Raja can interrupt his match and give him his receipt Then Raja accepts the
I
apology.
appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were at work.
I get it.
We're not working out. Well, he's gonna come out on your matches. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
You know what I'm saying, Oz? We're always working. So we'll set it up. I'll have him come out during your match so we could fucking seal the whole thing and we'll make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Well, now you just involved fucking Rampage himself, because that's his boy. No, he can handle it.
Yeah, I can handle myself. Yeah, I can handle myself.
Rampage gonna come.
And it would be so miserable, by the way, to be in a profession, in a field, and you're like under the shadow of your parent. That to me seems like such a miserable scenario. Like, I understand that a lot of people feel like Nepo babies have it easy. And I think in a lot of ways that's true. Like, there's a lot of things that Nepo babies get easier and an ease going through life that Nepo babies, children of, Hollywood stars or important people, there's an ease that they have going through life that other people don't have. That's true. But especially if your passion is in a similar field, I almost feel like it's harder to be the son of a famous guy in that field than not to be. Because this guy, everywhere he goes, he's going to be under the cloud of his father, Rampage Jackson. And I'll tell you guys, I've met Nepo babies. I've interviewed Nepo babies. I've known Nepo babies. They usually are incredibly resentful of being under the cloud of their father or their parent because they can't escape that cloud. Everywhere you go, people are talking about your dad, and that shit gets exhausting. Think about it. Do you want to talk to anybody about your dad? When I'm at a nightclub or I'm at a concert or I'm at a venue, I don't want people asking about my dad. Like, that's just weird as fuck. I want to talk about me. I want to talk about what I'm doing, my work. This seems like a miserable thing, and I'll tell you guys that maybe it contributes a little bit. Now, this is maybe a bit of a reach, but this is my little conspiracy theory about this guy. Maybe this contributed to the level of anger and the level of confusion that he had to assault this guy like he did. Because these dudes have a pretty miserable existence living under the cloud of their dads. That's at least something I've noticed.
You don't need his dad. He handles his own shit.
Yeah, I got my own
He looks
shit.
like an angry little boy, right, Lee? He just looks like a lost little man. A small little man. I'm not talking physically, like physicality. He could probably take me. But I'm like, the way that you conduct yourself is really what it's about for me. The way you conduct yourself. He's got the look on his face like a petulant little child. Like he doesn't want the other kids at the daycare to play with Legos. He wants all the Legos. That's the face this is giving me, bro. Bro wants all the Legos, and it shows.
After setting up the interruption for Raja on Stu's match, AJ comes over and lets him know the game plan and tries to explain what went on with Stu.
That was part of it. I was in the swing.
No. What he thought was he was a pro.
I understand.
Yeah. Another thing is, even when we are working like that, you don't fucking, you know
That's
what
what I'm saying.
But he doesn't know him like that.
He don't. He's a fucking idiot. Hey. So when you run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt, bro. Tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there.
Bro, so these guys are dumber than I thought. So I was under the impression, and this is why we're watching the video, I was under the impression that by the time he actually went in the ring and assailed this guy, because he did serious damage to this wrestler, I thought nobody expected it. I didn't realize the whole time behind the scenes, people are telling him, look, go and get this guy, give him your receipt, which I guess to them is like a receipt of messing with him, or like, but they're saying Raja is going to jump in the ring. So they're gassing this guy up, who again is already angry. He's already like sort of a little child who can't control himself. Now they're gassing this guy up to jump in the ring and do something. You know, you can't, like, this story was always framed like the wrestler, Psycho Stu, was the complete victim here. And he is the complete victim of the assault, because the assault was way overboard. But we can't act like he's a victim in the whole scenario, because these guys are moving like idiots. These guys are instigating this scenario to such a high level that it's almost hard to feel bad for them. If my friend group is telling somebody, look, go get Cassius, man. Doesn't matter what he says. We have your back. He was messing with you, man. Go show him what you're made of. Go show him who's in charge. And then I get the shit knocked out of me and then everybody feels bad. Well, my friends don't have the right to sit there and feel bad because they instigated it. Like, this whole wrestling foundation acted like they're the victims. I think they're the instigators. These guys are wild.
After being given the go-ahead to give this guy his receipt, Raja's on go mode for the rest of the night.
He's got a receipt from the fucking prosecutor now.
I'll get it that. Hey.
His bail receipt. That's the receipt Raja got.
After being given the go-ahead to give this guy his receipt, Raja's on go mode for the rest of the night.
I'll get it that. Hey, as long as I get my lick back, I'm straight. I'm straight.
This is kind of the turning point in the night as Raja gets time to chill out and kind of think about everything and gets rage baited by all the comments in the stream.
This nigga got knocked out. I didn't even get knocked out.
Oh, he's sitting there reading the chat, so he's simmering. His temperature is just getting higher and higher throughout the night. Mind you, this is hours before the fight, so this video is great. This is giving full context as to why this happened.
Why didn't you fuck that guy up? Cause nigga, if I would have done something, then they would have kicked me out of this shit. Then there would be no more stream today. That shit pissed me off, bro. It didn't even hurt. It just pissed me off. I know this shit's crazy.
All right, everybody.
This is like my third or fourth stream.
Now, at this point of the night, Raja's dad, Rampage, got informed on what's been going on with his son on his kick stream through the comments.
I'm watching the stream. I'm watching my son's stream. Where the fuck? Oh, he at the pro wrestling thing. He at a pro wrestling event. Let me call my son.
That's so weird, man. Father and son streaming, and that's how they know what each other's doing. It's like the most 2025 scenario in the world.
Yeah, he at the pro wrestling event. Around watching dudes, men in tights and shit.
I've also.
I looked at his stream.
Sorry.
No, it's too
I've got
loud.
to apologize, right?
Hey,
yo.
Because when I mentioned.
Did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights, nigga?
You said what?
Did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights?
No.
Bro, even his dad is rage baiting him. What type of shit is this? See, I feel like Raja might have walked away if people weren't winding him up for the past 2 hours after this incident. Because the initial incident was not that bad. He had a little stunt move done on him backstage at wrestling. That's pretty standard. That's pretty normal. Getting hit in the head, okay. I mean, if somebody did that to me on the street, it's one thing. If I'm backstage at wrestling, it's a fake beer can. I feel like he could have been more forgiving. But this is obviously a guy with a lot of ego and a lot of pride. Now he's got the whole world rage baiting him in the chat. But then he's got his own father rage baiting him. His own father. Did you get beat up by a bunch of dudes in tights?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's too loud.
Bro.
Apologize, right?
Hey,
yo.
Because when I mentioned.
Did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights, nigga?
You said what?
Did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights?
No.
Why didn't you tell me?
And then they're like, why did he freak out? How could he have an explosive reaction to this? We only rage baited him for 9 hours. It was only 9 hours. We didn't make him that mad, did we?
No.
You got a problem. Do I need to send my goons over there?
No.
This is crazy. I thought we were a family,
Did your coach take care of everything?
I apologize. So let me put y'all in the right direction.
You straight. I looked at your stream because my chat was going crazy, and then by the time I popped in your stream, you was hugging on a dude in some damn tights.
Man, shut the fuck up.
Man, you shut the fuck up. I looked at your stream, nigga. You were hugging on some dude in some booty shorts.
I wasn't fucking hugging on nobody.
I saw you, nigga. I saw you hugging.
Bro, Rampage needs to stop. This dude basically got his son arrested. Rampage Jackson gets his son arrested. That's the title of my stream tonight. He's basically calling his son a bitch, man. Like, he probably would have gotten away with at least jumping in the ring and punching the guy once. I feel like Raja's reaction was instigated by this. That's just me.
I saw you hugging on your coach.
You need to stop that shit.
No, I don't got no sexual fantasy, nigga. I got some eyeballs. I saw you
making shit up.
I ain't make nothing up.
Yeah.
Okay, was you not around a bunch of dudes with some damn
I'm at a fucking pro wrestling show.
Oh, you're the pro wrestling show.
He wants to be mama right here. That's my
Nigga, I thought you
mama,
was a
y'all. Raise your hand, that's my mama.
at a baby oil show, nigga. Everybody was all glistening and shit.
The whole thing.
All right, long as you say.
You never know. Y'all keep playing with me and I'll go back to
Bro, this is a weird father-son relationship, too. He's like one of those parents that wants to be a friend with his kid, not like a parent to him. He's having a roast battle with his son.
So get over there.
Now y'all got my son mad at me. Are y'all happy now? He straight up dissed me.
For the rest of the night, Raja gets successfully
I like Rampage's streams, by the way. Dude is entertaining. Like, he's really got a good personality for live streaming. I do think streaming has been bad for his family, and we're going to break that down in a second, but it makes sense to me why Rampage could find success as a streamer. IRL, very entertaining. I got to hand it to him.
He straight up dissed me.
For the rest of the night, Raja gets successfully rage baited by every single person in his comments, letting him know that he's a fake crash out, a pussy, a pushover, and just gets disrespected everywhere that he goes.
I'm a fake crash out. All right, bet. You about to see how fake of a crash out I am.
Oh my God, bro. He's sitting there just getting amped up in the front.
Now I get a chance to get in the ring and do some shit to him. How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. I don't know. Fucking can.
Gets a spot in the wild some
exactly. Watch.
Bro.
Watch. My dad can't never call me a bitch. Straight up. Tell me to fake him. They say I can hit him for real. Exactly. People think this shit's sweet. People think this shit's a fucking game. Straight up, bro. I'm just really, like I said, guys, I'm really fucking humble at the end of the day. This nigga ain't no fighter, but I'm gonna really have to show him, like, nigga, you can't just hit a fucking can on my goddamn face. W, if you want to see me, you want to see if I can pick him up. W. It was not a fake can, bro. It was not a fake can. I'm telling you that shit right now. It didn't hurt, but it wasn't a fake can. That was a real.
Bro, you can hear him getting more angry. You can hear the anger building up, the resentment in his voice. I gotta play some more.
Real ass can. Bet.
After getting cooked by the comments, Raja gets impatient and stands up and asks one of the workers when the guy's coming out so he can interrupt and slam the dude.
I don't know when I'm getting in the ring. I can ask. I'm gonna go ask. Let's go ask. Y'all gonna let me know when I'm getting in the ring? Okay.
Right during the next match, I'm gonna sit right behind you. I'm gonna give you a tap to let you know.
All right, bet.
That was the only thing Raja needed to know. Now he knew that he was gonna fuck that dude up once he got that signal, and then that signal finally came.
This is so bad, and it's such a bad event too. This is like a Trailer Park Boys wrestling event. Just the greasiest, dingiest. I would pay not to go to this event. Whatever the cover is, I'll pay double if they allow me to stay home, so I don't have to be in this mess.
Raja then starts to pull everything out of his pocket one by one and hand it over to his trainer, and I think at this point, there was no getting Raja back. He was dead set on what he was going to go in there and do. While Raja gets ready to interrupt the match, the cameraman's getting different angles and even getting a little bit excited for the fight himself.
Oh, let's do this.
I can't really read what they're saying right here, but I know that the guy behind him is the one that gave him the signal to go ahead and interrupt the match.
I'm so sorry.
No, stop it!
Got you.
You! Get on it!
Damn. That is, so he was definitely knocked out on impact right there. I can't show this whole thing because I think they might take me off YouTube. But dude, that impact right there. First of all, I'm surprised he could even pick this guy up. So this is probably just the anger and the adrenaline that's flowing through him. This wrestler, quite a bit larger than Rampage Jackson's son, picks him up right in the air, but that impact on his head when he first goes down, that's probably the main cause of any brain damage, which he does have, concussion, dizziness. That's a serious brain injury right there. This one. Damn. Bro, the sound of that impact is insane. And I feel like, look at him. He was knocked out right there. He was out cold. I don't think I can show the whole video, because I'm not trying to get taken down. But he hits him with at least 10 punches, guys. Like, at least just while he's knocked out, sitting over him. I'll paint the picture for you guys. Just bop, 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 bop. He had much better form than me. But, yeah, just endless punches, punch after punch. Guy was clearly knocked out. When he hit the ground, his son keeps punching. So this guy's like basically dead. Half dead. For YouTube, he wasn't dead for the algorithm. Don't take me down. He was not dead. He was alive. It was all a prank.
For the rest of the video, you can't really hear anything. The audio is pretty messed up. I don't know what happened to the camera.
Who the fuck just said I won't crash out? You guys want to see me crash out? W's in the chat if I should crash out on this fucking room, man. My dad's about to call in and call me a bitch. Then I'm really gonna crash out.
But it happened to stay that way. Basically, point of it is Raja he basically gets jumped right here. He got bit a couple times. He gets walked out of the place. And
he got bit a couple times.
He basically gets jumped right here. He got bit a couple times.
What the fuck? But they told him to do it. That's what I don't understand. They told him to get in the ring and get his lick back. Why are they hitting him and biting him and kicking his ass at the end? They completely instigated this whole scenario. And I feel like we're going to play Raja's reaction and Rampage's reaction when he leaves here now. But one quick thing. I feel like the situational awareness here is the biggest issue. You know, I am a guy who's very much aware of my surroundings when I'm out, especially whether it's downtown walking around, whether it's at an event. I'm always hyper aware of my surroundings and the people around me. Because one thing is clear. You can be hearing what a person is saying, but not picking up on what they actually are intending. If you just take a look at somebody's micro expression or how their face is looking at the time, if they're really listening or not, if their fists are clenched, if you're just observant generally, you can notice a lot about a person and where a situation is going to go. So the situational awareness or the lack thereof is just mind-boggling to me. The initial incident with the can, he clearly didn't want to be hit. He clearly was not in on that situation. There's nothing about that whole prank with the can in the beginning that said this is a good idea to do to Raja Jackson. Zero situational awareness. After the incident, this guy is sitting here getting angrier and angrier. He's cussing, he's yelling, he's got his fist balled. He's asking when he can get in the ring to deal with this guy. Not an ounce of situational awareness to look at this guy and say, this dude is visibly angry. Maybe we shouldn't let him do this bit in the ring. I mean, it doesn't take a body language expert, guys, to see that this dude was pissed. It doesn't take an expert to see that this guy was tight and he's ready to fight. This dude is visibly tense. So, like, just the lack of awareness for your surroundings and the people around you, it's a stunning miss. Absolutely stunning.
For the rest of the video, you can't really hear anything. The audio is pretty messed up. I don't know what happened to the camera, but it happened to stay that way.
Was Sneeko there? Sneeko was there too? Shout out Sneeko.
Basically, point of it is Raja he basically gets jumped right here. He got bit a couple times. He gets walked out of the place and they follow him out.
What happened to the audio?
Back, I think what he was trying to do is distract them long enough for the police to come, because I know that they had called the police immediately after that he attacked him. So I'm guessing he was going to try and fight him or stall him long enough to keep him there, or I don't know. Point of it is he was trying to rage bait Raja into fighting somebody else.
What the hell?
Tired of motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them was a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Come on, man. We're leaving, man. We're walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck. You guys trying to jump me and shit?
Let's go.
You ain't gonna do shit to me, bro.
Let's go,
you can't do shit to me. You can't fuck with me, bro.
Let's go.
You can't fuck with me.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you chopper.
What a fucking lunatic. Oh, there's Sneeko. That guy's got some balls, the wrestler who came out. He just sees this dude annihilate another wrestler twice his size. He comes out like, what up, boy? Shout out this guy here. This dude came out ready to fucking throw down, Jack. This guy looks like the thing from It Part 2. Ready to rumble. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like they're trying to get him there to stay for the cops.
Wait, bro, let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger, let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck. You guys trying to jump me and shit?
Let's go.
You ain't gonna do shit to me, bro.
How dumb do you have to be to keep streaming this, by the way? This whole shit, like, this is not only being played on my stream, this is being played in court, by the way. You film yourself basically plotting premeditated murder for 2 hours. You're talking into the camera about how you're going to beat this guy's brakes off. You're going to try to kill this guy. You're not a bitch. You're going to show him. You capture the evidence on live stream, not only on tape, on live stream. Film yourself planning premeditated murder. Pop on, commit attempted murder, and then keep filming yourself as you flee from police. This guy needs a Darwin Award. Smartest person in the UFC family right here. Smartest UFC fighter. Smartest UFC child, like whatever the case may be. This motherfucker's a genius. I mean, this is the dumbest shit I have ever seen. Probably the dumbest shit, like self-snitching. This is at the top of the list.
You can't do shit to me. You can't fuck with me, bro.
Let's go.
You can't fuck with me.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you topple.
So this is Rampage and Sneeko seeing what his son did. Sneeko couldn't even watch. Sneeko couldn't even watch. See, after he hit his head on the ground, it was over. I feel like a lot of people realize that. The second this dude hit his head on the ground, those punches that Raja threw once the fighter was down, those were just extra punches. That was just insult to injury, but this guy was knocked out on impact. We're actually lucky that we didn't see, because again, I've been familiar with head injuries and things like that from family. We're actually lucky we didn't see this guy's head open. That impact was no fucking joke.
Fuck with me.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you topple.
Crazy. Again, I can't show the full thing right now, but that's attempted murder. I mean, there's no fucking question. Sneeko is me when I'm not trying to like feed into the problem, but I want to know what happened. He's like, let me just take a little quick look at the screen. Sneeko is literally me in this situation. Just take a quick peek. Take a quick peek. No, this is crazy.
Roger might go to jail. He might get banned off kick too.
But that's not like it's all like it's like
That was bad.
Rampage knows right away he's going to jail. For anybody just joining, his son pleaded guilty. That was the initial story here that we talked about. They're looking to put him away for 7 years for this. So he's pleading not guilty now. That's why I'm laughing at this fucking dummy, because how can you be pleading not guilty when I'm sitting here analyzing the footage? You not only chose to go through with this, you chose to live stream every moment of it, from premeditation to attempted murder to running from the cops. You chose to live stream every moment of it. how can you then plead not guilty for a crime that you broadcasted to the internet? I didn't take a video on my phone. You know, it's bad enough doing something like this at an event. People have cell phones. People have cameras. Typically, you'd be worried about somebody else taking a video and putting you on blast. You chose to self-snitch by streaming the whole thing. Then you plead not guilty. This motherfucker is a genius. It's a genius. CTE law firm. That's who's representing him. The CTE law firm. Just a lawyer with fucking more brain damage than the guy he beat up advising him.
I hope it was staged. I hope it's staged because sometimes people do hardcore. Some people do hardcore for wrestling. Chat. What's that?
He's going to jail.
Hello?
Hey, where the hell are you, man? I told you to double leg that motherfucker and start welding him. I just saw the video.
Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
That's crazy.
My bad.
The guy did survive, by the way, for the record. The guy did survive, just barely. But he is awake and he's alive, thank God.
I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it there.
Alright, I'll call you back later.
Let's go. Ready? Get in the car. Let's go.
As you can tell by the heavy breathing and the pacing around, Raja did not want to hear that that guy is not awake and flatlined.
Still, live streaming is fucking crazy, though. You're still documenting it. See, I feel like jails are made for people like this. Like, you would really never think someone could be this stupid, but then you remember, like, this is why jails are made. There are really people this dumb walking among us. This is him making the best choice he knows how to make. That's alarming.
Probably thinking that he killed him and facing a lot more jail time than what he's already facing, attacking him. Thankfully, from Rampage Jackson, Raja's dad, we know that Psycho Stu is awake and stable, and that he does not condone any of Raja's actions, that he suffered a concussion recently and probably shouldn't have even done anything that involves physical contact. I just want to know what you guys think. Do you think that this is just a string of bad decisions from Raja from the entire night, crashing out on someone who doesn't deserve it? Or could this be some sort of lingering early sign of CTE where he's suffering from this concussion, that he's not emotionally there to make these kinds of decisions, which led to this, which led to him being, you know, on edge and attacking him the way that he did? Let me know what you guys think.
No, I didn't go with my pops. How does my head feel? I'm still fucked up. I'm not even gonna lie. It's part of the reason why I didn't stream earlier. I was supposed to stream going to fucking paintballing with AJ, but my head was fucked up. I was throwing up and shit. Does my head hurt? Yes.
I worry about my son, but I'm telling y'all something. My son got me in him. Wait, hold on. Fuck. Verbal typo. My son got my DNA in him. I ain't worried about him. He tough as fuck.
Wow. Incredible video here explaining the whole situation. This video was posted by Gorilla323 on YouTube. Make sure to go and show him some love on the original clip. So Raja Jackson, that's the whole story, guys, beginning to end, about how Rampage Jackson's son brutally attacked this other wrestler. Now, a couple things about this story that now have become glaringly obvious. This actually helped me with my reaction to see the context leading up to this. First things first, this situation was entirely avoidable, but not just on one level, on many different levels. For one, Raja Jackson should not have been anywhere near a ring. I don't care if it's boxing, wrestling, or UFC. This guy should have been nowhere near any kind of fight due to the level of head injury he is dealing with. This is very basic protocol for concussion. If you are vomiting, if you're that sick from a concussion, it's more than a concussion. It's either, at best a very serious one or a further progressed brain injury. So this dude obviously has something going on. And one of the things that can happen with that is a loss of emotional control, a loss of control of temperament. This is one of the things that happened with, Aaron Hernandez. This has happened with many different people who found themselves in situations where they lose their temper because they have a head injury. They cannot control their temperament. So this guy should not have been anywhere really even out of the house, but certainly not anywhere near a fighting scenario. So that's the first thing. Second thing, that could have made this avoidable is not messing with this guy when you don't know him and when you don't inform him. I don't think this guy, this Psycho Steve character, should have been beaten nearly to death, but I do think it was stupid for him to walk up to a man who he doesn't know and hit him in the head with something, because again, he could have easily been knocked out right there. He could have easily been put in his place behind the scenes outside of the ring. We don't know who this person is. We don't know this guy's temperament. Why are we walking up to him and hitting him in the head with anything? That's the first thing. You should have never done it. And the third thing, all these wrestlers egged him on. His own father egged him on that he's a bitch. He let this guy, have his way with him. He's getting manhandled by men in tights. They completely rage baited Rampage's son into doing this. So there were so many factors that went into this assault that could have been avoided that it's kind of hard for me to feel bad for anybody involved because they're all acting like fools. Completely avoidable. The second observation is this. This is really one of the telltale signs that live streaming isn't necessarily for everybody. And this is one that I think is hard for people to swallow, especially people with a pre-existing following. People like Rampage Jackson, obviously going to be successful in streaming because they're already famous. That's the way that podcasting, that's how we paved the way for it. Famous people started doing podcasting that were already famous. It brought people into the medium that otherwise wouldn't have been there. And of course, they had built-in success within that platform. You look at a guy like Joe Rogan, Adam Carolla, Mark Maron, the guy from Nerdist, Chris Hardwick. These are people who were famous already. They took their fame and they brought it to the new emerging medium. That's what happened with podcasting in 2008. Fast forward 2025, we're seeing the same thing. Guys like T-Pain, guys like Rampage Jackson, people who are already famous and they have a built-in following, they're now pivoting to streaming. The only thing is this exact factor. Live streaming is a different animal completely, even for a person who's already famous. It doesn't matter how famous you are. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the public eye or how well you're known. Live streaming is a completely different beast. Having done it for a long time, I can tell you it's a totally different animal, which can really lead you to some questionable situations. It can also make you look really bad if you're not making the right choices. But live streaming will expose any flaws that you have, any sort of insecurities that you may be hiding, especially IRL streams in person. It brings out the worst in people. It really, really can. And, that's a recipe for disaster. When you're starting a brand new medium, which has high potential to go very wrong, plus you have a built-in following, so you're not just some unknown guy. We're talking about a guy who, this was his third live stream. So Raja was not some unknown guy on his third live stream, meaning when he fucks up, which is inevitable, it's going to be broadcasted to a bunch of people. That's the downside of entering a space when you already have a pre-existing following, is that when you inevitably fuck up in that space because you're having growing pains and you're taking baby steps to learn or to really emerge in that new area of the field, people are going to see it. Everybody's going to know about it. And Rampage has had incidents as well on his streams as a new streamer, which have made him kind of look bad. Cringy moments that haven't been very complimentary of Rampage. He's had a lot of those. But his son is obviously a lot more disturbed than him. His son is obviously a guy who has severe demons. This is not the kind of guy that needs to be on a live stream. So I would say it's a mixture of those two things. It's a mixture of poor situational awareness, poor decision making, and also a guy who just has no business being on stream. And again, just because it makes sense on paper doesn't mean that you should actually do it. It makes sense on paper, right? He's the son of a famous live streamer now and UFC fighter. He has a pre-existing following, so he can make a lot of money doing streams very quickly. He's not going to have to slave away with 2 viewers and work his way up like the rest of us do, like a guy like me. You know, I have to actually work my way up to get viewers. Some days I have 20 viewers, some days I have 20,000. It's all in a day's work. These guys have a built-in audience. And that is a big issue when it comes to how you conduct yourself and that getting out there, especially when you're having problems with how you conduct yourself. So that's what I think it is. I think this whole situation could be completely avoided. And it's also a cautionary tale about live streaming. I'll tell you guys, man, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have a really good idea of what you want to say or do not live stream. It is not for everybody. I know it's the popular wave right now. It's the new medium right now, but it's not for everybody. You can end up in some really strange scenarios, and it can be bad for your reputation. You know? I've had some interesting scenarios myself. And you just never know what's going to happen. You know, when we were in Thailand, this was a big one that happened. I was doing a live stream just walking around the city randomly in Bangkok. Completely random. And at one point, we ended up walking through what I guess was one of the biggest red light districts in Thailand. Now, we didn't know this is where we were. We're just walking around in Thailand. So I'm walking on stream. I'm live. I have a mic on me. And I'm like, hey, I guess we're in one of the biggest red light districts in Thailand. Next thing you know, we start getting attacked by sex workers because we're walking through and we're filming. We didn't even plan on filming this area, but we're already live. We're already walking through. And now we have sex workers attacking us who actually put hands on my camera guy. And not only that, but this whole thing ends up going out on a live feed. Now, I did clip it and it did go viral, so I guess I didn't mind too much. But all I'm saying is this. 1 second, I'm walking down the street. Innocently walking down the street. The next second, I'm on a live feed having an altercation with prostitutes. Now, think for a second if somebody's watching that out of context. There's a million things that can go wrong with live streaming. And it's such an unpredictable world. You don't know what the fuck is going to go through that camera. So this is a cautionary tale, my friends. This is a tale as to why you shouldn't always be filming everything. Not everybody needs to stream. It's very, very true. Marvin says he's a shit human even before the concussions, and the empty beer can didn't hurt. Only hurt his pride. As Psycho said, you came up to me and you have a camera crew with you. He thought it was a skit. Yeah, hey, I mean, honestly, I could see that. But at the same time, Marvin, I don't think the wrestler should have hit him, though. I think that would be just not a good idea either way. You can't think somebody knows it's a skit. You have to know they know it's a skit. They were sent by the BBC. Exactly, Lee. BBC industry plants came to get us. But that's what I would say about this, man. This is obviously a very disturbed individual who needs to do some time in jail. I think going to jail would probably be the best choice for Rampage Jackson right now. Because if he doesn't go to jail now, I can almost guarantee he's going to go to jail for something else. If this is the way this guy behaves, not only in the position he's in, but when he knows he's on camera, not only on camera where you can delete it, this is how he behaves when he knows he's on a live stream to the whole world. He's literally using the family name. Like, this is him putting the family name at risk. If that's where his head is at, on camera, imagine what he's going to do off camera. Imagine the way this guy conducts himself when he's not being filmed. So I think this guy actually has to go to jail. I hope he doesn't get like some sort of celebrity sentence where he gets let off. I hope he's actually held accountable. And I think it would be better for everybody if he is. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say. And we will follow up on a future stream to see what that's all about. Going to see if there's any other stories that I saved. I did save some stuff. You guys get to see all my likes now, but that's okay. There's nothing hidden. Let me see what we had here. So this was... I saw one of Trump. Oh, yeah, this is Trump talking about how he's not going to go to heaven. Should I even play this one? This one kind of cracked me up, though.
You talked about how you hope to end the war in Ukraine because it might help you get into heaven. How does this help? Does this help?
I mean, you know, I'm being a little cute. I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I think I'm not maybe heaven bound. I may be in heaven right now as we fly in Air Force One. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make heaven.
You talked about how you hope to end the war in Ukraine because it might...
Well, we love self-awareness, Mr. President. We love a man with self-awareness. You know, Donald Trump is destined for a lot of things. Heaven may not be one of them, but guess what? I might be down there with Donnie writing legislation, so I can't even say too much. I'm not holier than thou. I know where I stand. But I applaud the self-awareness, Mr. President. I mean, this is the guy who got up at a funeral 2 weeks ago and said, I disagree with the deceased because he says we should love our enemies. I don't love my enemies. I fucking hate my enemies. Fuck my enemies. They should die. I'm paraphrasing, of course. This is the guy, if that's how he speaks at a funeral, maybe not heaven bound. You know what I mean? I think, again, I could applaud the self-awareness from the president. What type of crazy shit am I liking on here, guys? You guys going to get me in trouble? Please don't cancel me. If I put something crazy up on the screen for my likes, don't cancel me. Let's just let it stay between us. There was a Rampage clip. What's this one? Him and his son.
And my son, my clone, we're going on a double date with two hotties with nice bodies.
Bro's got baddies out with his son? What? See, this is a whole different relationship, dude. I could never go date baddies with my dad, bro. I would feel awkward. Like, I remember when I first partied with my dad, like, I say partied. Like, kind of drank. Like, you know what I mean? There's this weird thing where, like, you don't want to smoke a cigarette in front of your parents or, like, have a beer, but then you reach a certain age, you could do it with them. But I felt awkward even having a cigarette in front of my dad on my 21st birthday. Like, we went to Vegas. My dad always promised me, this is a story for the stream. My dad always promised me when I was young, I think 13, he said, I will take you to Vegas one day. He said, I don't know how it's going to work, but I promise you I will take you to Vegas, you and me. He gave me his word. Fast forward to my 21st birthday, my dad took me to Vegas. Great man, made true to his word, took me to Las Vegas for my 21st. But that trip, I was so nervous to do shit. I remember when I smoked my first cigarette in front of my dad, I was so embarrassed. I was trying to hide it. I was trying to hide it, like, to my side and shit, like, not let him know I was smoking. I could never imagine going on a date with my dad with baddies, but again, maybe it's just for the stream. But then after a couple days in Vegas, we came around. My dad's like, give me a hit off that shit. That was on day 4. Day 1, I was hiding the cigarette. Day 4, my dad's like, let me puff that shit. So we came around.
And my son, my clone, we're going on a double date with two hotties with nice bodies. Which one is yours? Both of them mine, nigga. What the fuck do you think this is? Which one? And I want the torta.
Both is crazy.
I want the torta.
All right, how about we take turns on
No.
Oh!
You can't take turns on both of them? I'll go first, though. I'll go first.
No, I can't go. Hey, I can't go after you because I heard your dick is like a fucking tripod. I fall in that shit. I ain't finna strap no board in my ass. I can go after you.
Bro, what the fuck? I feel like I'm listening to Diddy trial evidence. What is this?
No, hell no. You gotta go in after me. No, hell no. You gotta go in after me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why you not talking? What are you? We on a double date.
She's talking to you.
Cause you not talking, nigga. You ain't been talking the whole night.
Yes, I have.
Listen, My nipple just got wet. God damn it.
You over there
Son.
lactating?
Anonymous just tipped $2. What does Raja do to make money?
Don't worry about what I fucking do. I might be trapping. Don't worry about it.
Nigga, you ain't trapping. Only thing you trap is fucking veggies, nigga. Fuck you.
I'll be trapping, man.
Hey, nigga, listen. They want to go and get in jacuzzi. And
No, dude. You was just on my ass 2 days ago about me and my boxing career and all this bullshit and the MMA and shit. Now you trying to get me laid and shit. Nigga, what's wrong with you?
Pussy is hey, Roger.
I need
a part of life.
Yeah, it's a part of life, but I want it when I want it, not when I'm
Anonymous
fucking.
just tipped $2.
I'm forced to get it.
Bro, this is the most ridiculous live stream of all time. Like, I feel like they're perfect for stream if they were actually playing a character. I feel like these guys are just immensely fucked up in the head, and that's why they're entertaining. It's like if they were playing an act, it would make more sense. Like, it would be safer for live stream. These are just two fucked up individuals. So the longer you stay on camera, the closer you get to being exposed and exposing yourself. Fish Nipples in the chat. What a username that is. Yeah, you just pleaded not guilty the other day. So this is recent news. These are some older clips here. So this is Rampage talking about what his son did. For anybody just joining, Raja Jackson has pleaded not guilty for the vicious assault of Psycho Stu, the wrestler, who suffered serious injuries after the brutal attack on Livestream. Court is looking to put him away for 7 years, and he has pleaded not guilty. He'll be back for a preliminary hearing on November 24th in Los Angeles. Clip here of Rampage with his first extended statement speaking on the incident.
You know, it's hard for me to talk about it, but you know, I'm just keeping 100. You know, I feel bad about what happened to Psycho Stu. I don't condone what my son did at all. Very, very unfortunate. If I was there, things went down, but you know what I'm saying, I wasn't there. I'm a father, so you know, I gotta have my son's back, but I'm gonna let justice, you know, play out, take its course. Ain't much I can do on that side, but be a father. Y'all know I can't talk about that shit. I can't talk about any details and stuff like that. I can't really go into nothing. I hope y'all can respect that. The shit put me in like a bad mood, you know what I'm saying? I feel bad about Psycho Stu and his family. His family had to see that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I just wish I could have been there, but I couldn't. Shit is wild. Shit is wild. Now shit all over the internet, so you know, I see a lot of people editing stupid shit for clickbaits and stuff like that, and to make money and shit. That, you know, that's not fair. There's a lot of racist people showing their true colors and stuff, but you know, all this shit, you can't stop none of this shit. But you know, I'm not, you know, taking up for my son or anything like that. I'm just telling you guys.
Well, to be fair, his behavior doesn't really help the racism. I mean, I feel like you're going to get all types of bullshit comments when you're acting like that, no matter what race you are. Whatever you are, they're going to pin it on that. Whether you're white, it doesn't matter. They're going to come for all details of who you are when you're behaving that way. So you can't cry racism now, Rampage. When you're savagely beating people, you're going to get attacks in every sense. It's going to be everything.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? But I'm doing what any father would do. Is being a father in hard moments like this. Sometimes you're proud of your kids, and sometimes you're not proud of your kids. But at the end of the day, you're still a father. Hopefully, one day I can meet Psycho Stu and shake his hand and have a man-to-man with him and stuff like that. But who knows? But I'm just gonna try to like get back to being myself. I don't got the right words to say, and I know whatever I say, the haters are gonna try to twist my words and say whatever they want to say. But you know, I wasn't there. I was learning what went on at the same rate as everybody else. then I got down to the bottom of it, and I learned there's a lot of misinformation out there. So guys, don't believe every edit and stuff that you see. Y'all need to know that I don't condone Roger's conduct, and I hope Psycho Stu can forgive me, myself, as a dad.
See, this is pretty sad.
Because for not understanding everything, you know what I'm saying? And let's see what happens from here. I'm not talking about that shit no more. I'm not talking about that shit no more. I'm done with that. I'm moving on.
Yeah, see, in this video, you can really see that Rampage is affected by this, and I can't blame him. You know, that's the other part that I really want to look at and focus on. I know we can point the finger all day and we can talk about who's wrong, but at the end of the day, this is Rampage actually being caught in the middle of a situation where he's innocent. I mean, Rampage didn't do anything. The only thing I would say that he did to contribute to this situation is to egg his son on. That part I didn't realize. He really was egging him on. But also, he obviously didn't think it was going to lead to anything like this. So, you know, I would imagine that they probably have that kind of relationship just based on the streams that we look at. They probably have a relationship where they do egg each other on, they roast each other. And I'm sure he typically doesn't have these kinds of explosive reactions when his dad roasts him. So, I mean, it didn't sound like he was, concerned that his son was at risk of going to do something like this. Ultimately, it is a sad situation because Rampage is caught in the middle, and this really was an irresponsible thing to do for his son when it comes to the family name. That's the one thing we have to remember as well. Raja's his own man, that's for sure, and he's responsible for his own actions. But when you're part of a famous family, you have to understand that everything you do is going to come with the consequence of reflecting on your family. There's no way that Kelly Osbourne can do something and it doesn't reflect on Sharon and Ozzy. Rest in peace. That's just a random sort of weird reference that I thought of in terms of an example, but that's who I thought of at the time. So there's nothing that you can really do that doesn't reflect back to your family. And I feel like when you're given the blessing of being given a family name that makes you generationally wealthy, you're not famous for being you. You're not famous for your talents or anything. You're famous and you're known and you have any opportunity to go live stream or go do fights or go do whatever only because of who your father is. That's the only reason we even know the name Raja Jackson. Because of the Jackson. We don't know Raja. I know Jackson. That's what pulled me in. So you have a responsibility as a famous kid to fucking act right. Because no matter who it is, it makes the whole family look bad, even when it's the parent. Look at Will Smith. Look at Will Smith. The way that he conducts himself, people think his whole family is weirdos now. And they, maybe not far off from the truth. Let's be real. Because I've talked so much shit about Will Smith on these streams, I'll never work with Will Smith. So fuck it. I might as well go all the way in. I'm too far gone. Not going to see me in Men in Black 4. But the point is this. You gotta protect the brand. You gotta protect the family name. You can't be out there acting an asshole when you carry a legacy. A legacy that someone else, the people who birthed you, put in so much time and effort to build that you were actually able to be born into generational wealth. Now, I have a lot of blessings that I maybe take for granted sometimes, so I can't point the finger. But it's hard not to in a situation like this when I see people fumbling what was handed to them. I try not to even fumble what I've earned for myself. I feel fucked up if I fumble something I've earned. But I'm damn sure not going to fumble something that was handed to me. I didn't even have to do the work and I fucked it up. Like, dude, all you had to do was just not do any stupid shit and you would be Rampage Jackson's famous son forever. That's all you have to do. Just do cool shit. Go do whatever you want, really. Run around with girls, drive fancy cars. It doesn't have to be boring. Just don't do like certain things to fuck up the name, and you can live a really carefree, fun life. Had to go down to that wrestling thing, that stupid whack-ass event, which first of all, that hurts the Rampage name. I mean, why the fuck are you at some dingy wrestling bar in the middle of God knows where the fuck that was with a bunch of hicks standing there in their pajamas and their fucking tighty whities? I mean, what are we doing? We're live streaming in a fucking den that smells like sweat and ass and beer. Talking about I'm Rampage Jackson's son. If you're Rampage's son, you should be in a better environment than that. Why the fuck are you in some dingy ass, nasty club that stinks, beating people up, hitting people with beer cans? I mean, even if I was to see the stream before the assault, it's bad for Rampage's family name. But then you're going to jump in that ring and do that to that guy on camera. The world is getting stranger and stranger every day, my friends. The world is just getting, I see, and again, I'm not perfect. I'm so far from perfect, it'll make your fucking head spin. But still, you know when a guy is fucked up as me and flawed as me, when I'm confused by people's behavior, you really know it's bad. Because I just see things nowadays and I don't know what the fuck to think anymore. I see things that people post and I hear things that people say and I'm just beside myself. And it's not because everything I say is perfect. I say some crazy shit, but it's better than the shit I'm hearing because I'm getting confused. Someone said, ask Will's security. Will, I should do a whole live stream on Will Smith coming up soon because Will is he's a trip, man. Will Smith is like, but he's a great actor. That's the thing. Like, for all the weird shit he does, and his wife is weird, and he got cucked by Tupac, and he slapped a guy. I know all that, but he still makes a mean movie. Men in Black is fucking tremendous. So, you know, whether he's gay, straight, look, fuck it. Keep making movies. At least I can like his movies. Let me have something, Tomo, in the chat. Let me have something, please. I need one celebrity's movies to fucking like. We have one more clip about Rampage. I don't want to beat this story into the ground, but I mean, we have clips. I feel like there's other... I didn't really prepare a ton of shit because there's not much going on today, to be honest with you. And I wanted a break from the heavy shit today. But yeah, one more clip about Rampage. So it says, weeks ago, Rampage Jackson revealed he set money aside as a college tuition for his 2 Japanese sons and bail money aside for his son Raja because he knew he was going to jail and not college. Bro, what? You can't be serious. How can you say that about your own son?
Roger and his oldest son whole life, I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my 2 Japanese kids, I knew that it was going to college. So I saved up college tuition for the 2 Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother. So don't fuck with him. If you go to jail, I'm just going to bail him out. Roger and his oldest son whole life.
That is an insane statement to make on camera. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Rampage Jackson, I love you, bro. But you're too crazy to live stream. Because they're crazy as fuck. This father and son duo is crazy as fuck. They should not be on a live stream. And I'm like 10% more sane than them. Like, I'm just on the line of like being crazy where I maybe shouldn't even be on a live stream. Like some of the shit I say, I'll listen to some of the shit that comes out of my mouth. I'm stunned. But I mean, these motherfuckers are on a whole different level. I mean, these guys are on a fucking different league of not, you know, being prime candidates for a live stream. Someone said Will Smith sings London Road. London Streets, what's that? London Streets. What the fuck? the hell? He looks so happy, bro. Why is he so happy? I guess he's rich. That's right, man. We say whatever the fuck we want in this chat, Tomo.
Now this is a story all about how I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. Hey! West Philadelphia, born and raised.
I like him again. See, he's the type of celebrity, like, all he has to do is get up and sing that, and I'm like, I like him again. What was I want to watch the freestyle. I should have watched this on stream a long time ago. Like, I should have reacted to this so long ago. I'm just going to play it. If you don't know, there's nothing I can say to prepare you. Hey, shout out Tomo, man. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to all the new subscribers,
what's that
man.
word?
Appreciate all the new subscribers. Shout out to you guys. We have fun here on live almost every single day.
It's Lotto, and we live with another episode of Lunch Break Freestyle. We got the legend Will Smith at the table today. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
This is so amazing, dude.
Lyrical lemonade. Okay, I like this. Yeah, y'all got me a little nervous.
Yeah, y'all got me nervous.
I know that I be on some other shit. I know that I'm different. I be on some y'all don't understand it. I don't mention it. Made it to the top of Hollywood without a membership. Killed them in July, then I switched to my December shit.
Oh, hang on a second. This part's not even bad. I feel like this part's like, when we're looking at the quality of the actual lyrics, it's not far off from a lot of popular guys today. The opening is not bad.
I don't mention it. Made it to the top of Hollywood without a membership. Killed them in July, then I switched to my December shit. I be overcoming shit that y'all be having trouble with. Let them run their mouths. I mean, really, that's what come with this. They built a wall, but I'm jumping it and loving it. They want me to be done with it, but I'm still having fun with it. Writing songs, writing checks, writing history, righting wrongs, but I'm still right mentally.
See, now it's just corny as fuck. It was fun for the first 12 seconds, but there's no chance in hell you'd catch me listening to this unironically. There's not a chance.
Songs, writing checks, writing history, righting wrongs, but I'm still right mentally. I go to sleep and my ancestors visit me. They surrounded me, gave me the vision vividly, gave me a lion to protect me in this industry. Now I just walk and he chew through my enemies.
Well, that was a little zesty, I can't even lie. Bro said, now I just walk. Will, you're never going to beat the allegations if you keep moving like that.
Now I just walk and
Now I just walk, do you? Listen, I'm just saying what I see. I've never seen a non-zesty human making a move like that.
Now I just walk and he chew through my enemies. Feel like I'm just getting started. They tried to finish me. I'm like the universe, infinite. There's no end in me. This is the bounce. Universe, infinite. There's no end in me. I'm like the universe, infinite. There's no end in me. This is the bounce back. Watch Will, y'all. This is the bounce back.
It's the bounce back.
Here comes
the bounce back.
Keep your eyes on him. This is the bounce back. With these mics.
Oh, keep your eyes on him. I like that part. Bro did a live ad lib. Keep your eyes on him. This the bounce back.
Eyes on him. This is the bounce.
That was like an Eminem type move when he puts in like a line that's an ad lib.
Keep your eyes on him. This is the bounce back. With these mics, I feel like I'm Customato. 100 rounds of life, but still boxing my shadow. Yeah, I took a knee, never threw in the towel though. Hip hop's Messi, Neymar, and Ronaldo. Go!
That was a bar, I can't lie. That was actually a bar.
Hip hop's Messi, Neymar, and Ronaldo. Go! Scored on these boys. I done won damn near every single award on these boys. Sold out movie theaters and even tours on these boys. Feeling like a mop wiped the floor with these boys. People ask me how I do it. I just bite off more than I can chew. Then I chew it. Yeah,
wait, what the fuck?
Do it. I just bite off more than I can chew. Then I chew it. Yeah.
Wow, is that why there's food on the table? Is this like a metaphor? For biting off more you can chew? What is this room, by the way? Like, what the fuck? This looks like a porn set.
Yeah, y'all jokers thought I blew it. I pulled the pin out the grenade on purpose when I threw it. And even though I'm an action star.
Yeah, that's the way a grenade works. You pulled the pin out of the grenade on purpose when you threw it?
And even though I'm an
What is that supposed to mean?
Jokers thought I blew it. I pulled the pin out the grenade on purpose when I threw it. And even though I'm an action star, sometimes I'ma act bizarre. Cause I'm an artist at heart.
Bro, there's no way he was serious when he put this out. There's no way he was serious. There's no fucking way.
I'm an action star. Sometimes I'ma act bizarre. Cause I'm an artist at heart.
There's no chance in hell he wrote this and he was like, that's the one. Will literally, imagine a dude sitting down with a fucking pen and writing that out as the man that he is and looking in the mirror and being like, that's it. That's the bar I'm going to put in the song. I wonder if he wrote like 10 A's after it, like action star. Like, did he actually write A, or did he just like write star? And in his head, he's like, nah, Will, you got this. You're going to remember this one. Action star. How much space on the page would that take?
Pin out the grenade on purpose when I threw it. And even though I'm an action star, sometimes I'ma act bizarre.
Holy shit.
Cause I'm an artist at heart. I'm not just an actor, y'all. This is the bounce back. Watch, Will, y'all. This is the bounce back.
Let's go.
What? Here come the bounce back. Keep your eyes on them. This is the bounce back.
Oh, drop the mic, Will.
Let's eat.
Let's eat. Will drop the mic. He's going to go home and get dominated by his wife now to celebrate. Pause.
Let's eat.
Will gets to be on top tonight, maybe. Jada might let him.
Yeah, y'all jokers thought I blew it.
Nah, that's crazy as fuck, dude. Will Smith is nuts. This dude is nuts. But I love it, though. I love it, though. What was the security guard story? Just while we're on the rabbit hole, I might as well look at it really quick. Yeah, this is the one here that's because our boy Tomo was talking about it. I'm a act bizarre. This the bounce back. That part's kind of hard. This is the bounce back.
Room. And then I've saw.
All right, let's see what the security guard said, because now I need to know.
So Will Smith's ex-assistant is claiming that Will Smith once had sex with actor Dwayne Martin. Hey, what's up? I'm A-Dub, and check this out. The claims are made by Smith's former friend and assistant, Brother Bilal, during an interview with Tasha K, a clip of which was posted to YouTube on Monday, November 13th. Talking about intimate moments he spent with the Smith family while he worked as an assistant for Will, he recounted an incident where he was...
Oh, shit, he's got a credible story. He's got the sleeping Goofy photo. Bro, if you're close enough with someone to take a picture like this, whatever story you're telling has got to be true. I got friends I've known for 10 years. We don't have a sleepy Goofy photo.
Intimate moments he spent with the Smith family while he worked as an assistant for Will, he recounted an incident where he was trying to find Will Smith, only to discover him engaged in anal sex with Dwayne Martin in the latter's dressing room.
What?
And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, what? But I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne down too, so I have the keys to his dressing room.
Oh.
So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
What the fuck? Are you serious right now? There's no way I just heard what I think I just heard.
The room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
I beg your pardon? Bro, what the fuck?
Let me process that for a second.
Tasha, I'm with you. Tasha K, isn't that the girl that Cardi B sued? This interview host? Anyway, whoever it is, I'm with you. Let me take a second, guys. We can't just keep playing a clip after we hear some new information like that. Let me just try to think of something more pleasant. Let me try to get this out of my head. And maybe I missed the man I was 11 seconds ago before I had this information. Bro said, I just turned on the stream and this is what I hear. Dude's in the car with Bluetooth. Let me see what Cassius is talking about tonight. And this, he just hears.
Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch and Will was bent over on the couch and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder.
Oh. Bro. Is bro giving him props?
Murder. It was murder in there.
He also did.
Dude's giving him props. He's like, oh, he was killing that shit, bro. Murder. You didn't have to say murder 3 times, my guy. One murder was plenty enough.
There was a couch and Will was bent over on the couch and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
He also dished on Will's sex life with his estranged.
3 murders.
Murder in there.
He also dished on Will's sex life with his estranged wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, saying,
Jada was the woman that everybody wanted, and Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small dick?
Oh, I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg.
Will Smith.
Bro, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Yeah, we'll check the Diddy one, Teal Vision. Shout out Teal Vision. Dude, this guy really has a way of painting a fucking picture. Like, this doesn't even feel like this is like the Boondocks episode.
Toe. There's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg.
Will Smith has not yet responded to the allegations, and neither has Dwayne Martin. Brother Bilal recently announced a memoir detailing his time working with the Smiths entitled Will Smith Demonic Circle. Aspects of the Smiths' marriage have become the subject of much speculation in recent years, since Jada Pinkett confessed to an affair with singer August Alsina in 2016. She claimed the affair happened with the permission of Will, which he denied. Alsina, however, says the Oscar winner gave him his blessing.
Literally, like my family. I don't have a bad.
Ah, fuck. Hold up, no.
Literally, like my family. I don't have a bad thing to say about them. They are beautiful people. I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation. Due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism, he gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to somebody.
Dude. This family is on some creepy stuff, man. So Will is a cuck, basically, is what it's like. Like the little chair in the hotel room that's in the corner, that's Will's chair. Is that what I'm hearing here? Like, that's why they put those chairs in the room, is for Will? Guys like Will? Because, nah, something's deeply wrong with this picture. They creep me out. They really, really do. I'm not even as creeped out by the celebrities who seem evil, by the way. Like, the ones who appear evil on the surface. I'm more freaked out by the ones who appear to be like nice, smiley people. Like they just seem like happy. Like the average person would think they're pretty normal if they didn't know better. That's the shit that creeps me out. Because they go home and they're getting their freak on. Getting their freak on. Someone said, watch the Diddy security of him and Mills. Diddy Mills. Let me check that out. The security audio. This is going to be bad. See, you guys know all the right videos to look at. No way, guys. Come on. No, come on. If this is what I think it is, I'm not playing it, bro. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Nah, man. You guys are fucking crazy, bro. What the fuck do you guys have me putting on right now? Hell no. Dude, this is fucking insane.
Mr. Lee,
yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
It's right
scrambling
here,
and scraping for shit.
No, I got
like
notes
that.
and shit. I'll be practicing. I got
Yeah.
No, not the fabulous video.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
It's right here.
scramble.
Look at Fab. Holy shit, dude. Nah, I'll tell you guys, man. I'm going to do another stream about like Diddy and all that stuff. I did a good one about Diddy the day he was sentenced. Holy shit, guys. No, it's crazy. Like, and here's the funny thing about Hollywood too. Like I see the chat, Hollywood's fucked up. You know, freak is correct, crazy world. The thing about Hollywood, man, is that every time we think we know how bad it is, it just gets proven to be worse. Like this shit runs deep, but it runs, I feel like, so much deeper than we even realize. You know, like this is no joke. It is insane. Did you guys see the one of Bad Bunny? What did you guys think of this one? We saw Bad Bunny refusing to stand for the national anthem in America. I thought this was interesting to take a look at. I think there's a video. Yeah, here's a video. So Bad Bunny at a sporting event in America, sitting during the national anthem of the United States, and I guess they captured him through the entire performance, sitting down. Talking through it, laughing, smiling. So interestingly enough, Bad Bunny is set to headline the Super Bowl halftime show, which is going to be coming up in the United States. So evidently Bad Bunny doesn't have too much of a problem with the United States, and that's exactly why this story, I gotta be honest, it kind of gets under my skin just a little bit to see him behaving in this way. Not because I'm the most patriotic guy in the world, not because it really is something that matters to me, but because of the blatant hypocrisy that this guy is displaying by making a move like this. Bad Bunny is perfectly happy to make tons of money from streaming his music in America. He's perfectly happy to sell merchandise and even tour America, make millions and millions of dollars off big arena shows and concert tickets. And on top of that, he's more than happy to take the free promotion to go do a show like the Super Bowl, which is arguably the most important event in America and the most American event in the world. I mean, there's nothing more American than the Super Bowl. He's perfectly happy to come and collect in the country and leave as he pleases, but he's not happy to even give a shred of respect to the country which is making him all of this money, and the country which really makes or breaks your international appeal when it comes to being in the music business. When you're talking about being mainstream internationally, we're talking about the Grammys. We're talking about all of these things, the Super Bowl halftime show. You need the USA on your side if you want that true level of international mainstream appeal. You can't really get around the Grammys and the Super Bowl and all of that. So I think it's incredibly hypocritical. You know, you're going to come in the country, you're perfectly happy to take, but you don't want to give even 1 ounce of respect. And, you know, this isn't how it works. This isn't how it works in any country. You know, imagine if I was going to Canada and I was going to perform at the Olympics and they were in Canada. And, you know, it was a big event in the country. I'm happy to go there. I'm happy to do it. But when they play the anthem at the hockey game, I'm like, fuck you. I'm not standing up. I don't even like hockey. This country's a joke. Fuck Trudeau. Fuck the whole country. I hate Tim Hortons. But you still want to go do the show. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. And it's disrespectful. You know, I feel like when you enter any nation as a guest, you should have basic levels of respect for where you're at. You should have a basic show of respect. That's any nation. So, yeah, I don't like it, man. I think it looks bad. I think it makes him look like shit, and I think it makes him look hypocritical. And I'm going to imagine that the show coming up, there may be all kinds of complications around it. I'm in the UK. Our flag is considered racist in the chat. Well, America too, right? I've heard that people say that if they see an American flag now, that they assume the person's a racist, which is insane. That's insane to think about. You can't have the flag of your own country. Teal Vision says, I fought for that flag. It's about we the people, not they the government. Don't hate our flag because you don't like those in charge. Well, thank you for your service, and I completely agree. I'm not even American, and I respect America. If I was to go to America, I always show respect. It doesn't matter what country it is. I go to Thailand, I respect Thailand. I go to Vietnam, I respect it there. Because if you don't like it, you're more than welcome to get the fuck out and go to a place you do like. It's very simple. If you don't like it, you don't have to like it. That's your freedom, but I don't get to go to Thailand and perform at the Thai Olympics and turn around and say, fuck them. So why should you get to do it in America? It doesn't make any sense. So that's it, and that's that, guys. 7 years in the Navy as a communications officer. We have some veterans in the chat. Well, shout out to you guys, and thank you for your service, man. We love the vets. We love the vets, and what can I say? We appreciate you guys. Speaking of America, did you guys see the Donald Trump Time magazine cover? I feel like I have to censor this. This is so bad. So Trump featured on the front cover. I can barely, by the way, speak on this without busting out laughing because the photo was just so ridiculous. But featured on the cover of Time with the headline, His Triumph, the leader Israel needed. So obviously an incredible political comeback for Trump in the eyes of the world, as I predicted on one of my past videos talking about this. This is really going to turn things around when it comes to his public perception, and I think the Time cover is a perfect confirmation of that. But Donald Trump is furious about the photo that they used of him, and look at this photo, guys. This photo is so bad. Now, I don't know who exactly chose this photo, but I can guarantee you they're a Democrat. I can guarantee you they're Democrat, just looking at it. So let's see what Trump said about the Time cover. So Trump posted a reaction to this at 1:36 in the morning, which is hilarious, by the way. That's such a Trump thing to do. And he says, Time magazine wrote a relatively good story about me, but the picture may be the worst of all time. They disappeared my hair, he puts that in quotes, and then had something floating on top of my head that looked like a floating crown. What is he talking about? Wait, what? What does that even mean? Oh, he means the M in time. It does kind of look, well, it looks like more like devil horns, actually. But Trump breaking out the imagination for that. So they had something that floated above my head that looked like a floating crown, but an extremely small one, he adds. Really weird. I never liked taking pictures from underneath angles, but this is a super bad picture and deserves to be called out. What are they doing and why? That is Donald Trump's response to his Time cover. Honestly, man, perfectly warranted. I'm not going to lie. This photo is terrible. It's embarrassing. They did this on purpose. And I do think it's kind of comical, though, and it's almost cartoonish, the subtle ways they fuck with Trump now. Because Trump has so much control, it's kind of hard to mess with him now. I feel like people back when he first won, it was a lot easier to mess with him. It was easier to kind of get under his skin. Nowadays, he wields so much power that he's kind of hard to fuck with. You can't even really say no to him in a lot of cases. But what people do now is like they kind of just mess with him. They fuck with the escalator when he comes to the event. They take a bad picture. It seems to be happening more and more. Now, I'm not saying I condone it. I'm just saying it's sort of cartoonish that there's always somebody in the corner waiting to like foil his plan. He's always got some sort of nemesis coming for him. So I agree with him, though. This photo's terrible. What do you guys think? Is the photo bad or is it not that bad? What is this? The U.S. Supreme Court just rejected Alex Jones' appeal of the $1.4 billion Sandy Hook judgment. Wow. So breaking news here, Alex Jones now on the hook for $1.4 billion. His life is pretty much over then.
We're going to beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. These people hate our children.
Whoa. I got to see that again.
We're going to beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. These people hate our children. We're going to beat these.
Wow. What's going on here? Hold on a second. What's happening? Alex Jones? Wow. So Supreme Court rejects Alex Jones' appeal of $1.4 billion Sandy Hook judgment. The court did not explain the denial. A Connecticut jury in 2022 awarded $965 million in damages to 15 plaintiffs defamed by Jones when the InfoWars host called the 2012 mass shootings in which 20 young children and 6 adults were killed a hoax. Later, a judge added an additional $473 million in punitive damages. I mean, this is unbelievable amounts of money here. Attorneys for Jones contended the sum is an amount that can never be paid. Well, that's certainly true. The result is a financial death penalty by fiat imposed on a media defendant whose broadcasts reach millions. That's what their petition to court read. The Supreme Court also rejected several other hot-button cases in its order list released Tuesday. In a statement, Justice Samuel Alito concurred with the decision, saying the case was an imperfect vehicle for examining the core legal questions, but he urged the court to look for further opportunities to take up the troubling and tragic allegations in the case, yada, yada, yada. So basically, it's a long way of saying that Alex Jones's life is completely ruined. $1.4 billion this man owes. And it's a very contentious situation. Look, it's a very challenging scenario when you look at exactly what was said. And I think that this is really why this story was so gripping to so many people on both sides, is that this is really, this is like the ultimate test of freedom of speech. You know, this is like, yes, you have freedom of speech. Yes, you can say what you want. But how far do those limits stretch? And is there any limit? That's really what is at the core of this story. All I know is this. It's going to be pretty remarkable to see what happens next. I don't know what Alex Jones is going to do to get out of this. I don't know if he can get out of this, but like his attorney said, this is a financial death sentence. $1.4 billion, an amount that can never be paid. So I don't know what to say about this, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. We also have a comment on Alex Jones speaking about Kanye. This is from an interview that just came out yesterday. Alex Jones speaking on the fact that Kanye came on his show, and of course he had the crazy interview where he said HH and all that. I got to censor everything, and I'll tell you guys why in a minute. But basically saying that his tirade against Netanyahu and Israel and all that was influenced by drugs, making the claim that Kanye West was on drugs during his appearance on InfoWars. Let's take a listen.
What happened to Kanye? Do you still talk to him?
No, he. I don't think he's a bad person. I think he's disturbed.
Yeah.
And I think he got screwed over in business. I think a lot of what he said was true. But he'd be like, I'm flying to Austin to come on the show. And then halfway through, he'd call up and say, I think they're going to kill me. I'm turning back.
Hey, shout out to Tomo, man. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you.
Call up and say, I think they're going to kill me. I'm turning back. And then next time, a couple times he said that, I didn't believe he'd be there. So he flies in one night. I take him to a nice hotel. He doesn't like it, leaves, middle of the night. I didn't babysit him. I dropped him off, left. And he went to some downtown hotel. Next day, my show's starting at 11 a.m. Central. And I'm like, okay, so he hadn't fallen. That's fine. Start my show. He pulls up wearing a, GIMP mask. And I said, look, you can wear it for a while, but you need to take it off.
For anybody who hasn't seen the outfit, by the way, this is what Kanye was wearing when he went to the Alex Jones live stream. As Alex would say, a GIMP mask, and of course the infamous coat, which we now know as the Netanyahu coat.
Do you have a lot of guests with GIMP masks on?
No, I don't. and so ask. And I said, look, you can wear it for a while, but you need to take it off.
Do you have a lot of guests with GIMP masks on?
No, I don't. and so he just goes on and says he loves Hitler over and over again, which I guess it like presses on the nerve of edgelording.
Yeah, no.
So it's like, I'm being bad. I'm being bad. That only goes so far. And then I think I understood why he was wearing the mask.
Why?
Well, after the show, he goes back there and pulls the mask off to eat salad. And the pupils were just pure black.
Oh. So what's that from? Just being high. Someone comes
6, 7 hits of ecstasy, I think might do it. I don't know. I was like, he was, I've never seen anybody with pure black pupils.
Really?
He was, he pulled it off. It was like glowing. He was just, and I was like, he's sitting there eating a salad going, and I went, oh, now I understand what's going on. I don't know, maybe, maybe a bunch of methamphetamine mixed with acid, they say could do it. I don't know. I looked it up. It's hardcore drugs can do that.
Okay, so first of all, it could have been contacts. That's the first thing that jumps into my mind, just right off the bat. We're talking about Kanye. We're talking about a dude who's worn all types of crazy shit, from masks to different contacts to you name it. So that's the first thing that this made me think of. Second is, it's obviously been a long time since Alex has done drugs. Now, I actually don't even do drugs, but I know enough about drugs to know that you could take a handful of mushrooms and have big eyes like that. You could take a little bit of ecstasy, sure. But 6 or 7 ecstasy pills, Alex, you're going to be dead if you're taking that amount of drugs. There's obviously no scenario where Kanye is going to take 7 ecstasy pills. I don't even think people take ecstasy anymore. They would take MDMA. But you're not going to take 6 of them and be able to have a coherent conversation, so that's ridiculous. Yeah, it doesn't sound to me like this is really a true story. Look, I'm sure Ye probably was on drugs, but I feel like he would have said it anyway. We're talking about Ye. This is a dude who sober, on medication, off medication, on nitrous, off nitrous, This dude's been saying crazy shit for 20 years. It's not like Kanye needs to take drugs to become crazed. He's just naturally manic most of the time. I mean, if you've watched his documentary, for anybody who hasn't seen it, the new one, In Whose Name, you get to see the actual footage of how he behaves behind the scenes. You know, I used to have this theory about Ye that he was less crazy than people thought. That was my theory about Kanye West. I felt like he was a misunderstood genius, which I would still say is accurate to a degree. But I felt like he was misunderstood, and people like gave these crazy attributes to him that maybe weren't even true just because they misunderstood him so much and he wasn't actually crazy. That used to be what I believed. Now what I believe, especially after seeing his recent behavior the past 2 years, but also seeing that documentary that chronicles the past 10 behind the scenes with the Kardashians and everybody, I've come to the conclusion that he's actually more crazy than we even think or know. I think it's actually remarkable that this dude was able to keep his composure in the public eye for so long, being as crazy as he is. This dude is seriously out there. And again, it doesn't mean he's a bad person. I'm not even judging him. I don't know him. I'm just saying this guy is fucking nuts. He'll tell you he's nuts when you listen to his songs. So look, it could have been drugs. It could have been a mixture of drugs and Ye. Like, I feel like Ye himself is a drug, and when it mixes with the MDMA, that probably makes like a super drug. Like, Ye is the drug, bro. So that's probably what it is. You guys let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Alex Jones for mayor is crazy. I don't think he's going to make it to mayor. So yeah, guys, I'm not going to play any clips of Ye on Alex Jones because I actually got taken off YouTube for that for a month. I was playing the live stream. I was like, oh, Ye's on Alex Jones. Let me put it on because obviously I'm here streaming. Why not? Dude goes into the whole rant about you know who. It's lights out for my channel. You're promoting hate speech on your channel. It wasn't even me saying it. I was like, fuck you, Ye. Now I'm canceled with you. I had to get canceled with Ye, and I didn't even support his cause. That shit hurt for me. So yeah, guys, we covered a lot of stuff today. We covered Rampage Jackson and his son. I feel like that was such a ridiculous story. We put that one to bed. We talked about Will Smith, Diddy, and of course, Alex Jones. If you guys want more live streams, make sure to subscribe. I'm live almost every single day. New videos out daily, new shorts. We have interviews. If you want access to early stream topics, access to ask my guest questions when I do interviews, and a full backlog of members-only videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button, but also become a member down below. If you become a member, you get the full access, all the perks, all the behind-the-scenes videos, exclusive chats. Make sure to go hit that membership button, and you support the channel for just $5 a month. I'm out here doing my thing, completely unfunded, no sponsors, nothing, so make sure to come show some love. And shout out to the chat. Meta, thank you for being here, brother. Maxim, thank you for being here. Shout out Dawn. I Show Meat, Tomo, Galadriel, Nathaniel. I love you guys, man. Thank you so much. We'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.